Hello everybody, I do YouTube, and today we're going to be watching everything wrong with Sonic Generations in 15 minutes, or less I guess, I don't know. One thing I want to say is, I grew up playing Sonic games, low-key. I enjoyed the Sonic games for a long time. So Sonic Generations being probably my favorite one, maybe my second favorite one, because I enjoyed Sonic Colors a lot, but I don't know. I haven't played a Sonic game in forever, so let's see everything wrong with Sonic Generations.
I suggest you go watch their content first. The intent of this video is for comedy and entertainment purposes only. With this in mind, it's also worth mentioning that the sentiments of the creator of this video towards the game in question will not interfere with the content of the video itself. That being said, the creator of this video means no offense to the creators of the game in question, the game in question itself, the game's franchise, or the people who like the game in question. Without further ado, thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy.
I would have loved to see Sonic Adventure. Dude, this song, I love... Dude, when I first loaded up this game, man, I'm probably going to get, like, mad copyright.
Where are we exactly? I asked because someone, presumably Tails, clearly had to tell Sonic to go to a specific location where the birthday party was being held, but there doesn't seem to be anything that sticks out so that Sonic could arrive. Did they just tell him, hey Sonic, I need you to go to the woods and look for the rest of our friends under a tree. Don't ask what we're doing there on a day that's obviously your birthday, just get there.
He'll be here any second.
That being said, maybe Sonic followed Tails. In that case, Tails saying that Sonic would arrive any second is cheating regarding the fact he knows he's following him. And if Sonic weren't following him, Tails most certainly would not beat him in a foot race. That Sonic Adventure shit, we were all cheating, taking shortcuts Sonic couldn't take.
Surprise!
Cake with the Sonic Team logo without any candles or any indication of how old Sonic is today. I don't think even Sonic's friends know how old he is. Also, missed opportunity, Sega. You totally could have had Rouge come out of a big-ass cake a la Marilyn Monroe and finally give the fans the furry lap dance some of them want. Assuming Sonic turns 20, that would be the ideal present. Assuming he turns 16, that would still be the ideal present. This is the only other instance we ever see Knuckles interact with Rouge in the main series after Heroes. Oddly enough, not fighting over the Master Emerald. Speaking of which, what the fuck are you doing here, Knuckles? Did you just forget about guarding it, or do you just not care anymore? Wait, Rush is canon?
It's kind of impossible to surprise you.
You totally got me this time. I had no idea.
Can't tell if telling the truth or sarcasm.
Facts.
Also, it took you this long to figure out you could just do that to Amy?
Yeah, right. Happy birthday, Sonic.
This game was so good, man. It's hard to hear people trash it.
Designed and created tons of weapons and machines that have been useful in the past. Give Sonic a chili dog as a present on his birthday, which he can literally have any other day.
Yeah, but it's like...
Tails is just stingy or a bad friend.
It's his favorite thing. You can't shit on him for that. The only problem with this game is that it's just too short. That's it. Like, I don't see any other problems with it. Like, listen. Like I said, the only problem with this game is that it's probably too short. But you also gotta understand, they threw in Sonic 06 in this game. Like a 2D and a 3D version of it. They're showing, like, the good and bad things that they've done throughout history of their, like, gaming industry with Sonic. So, like, Green Hill's in there, and then you got the Sonic 06 stage in there, you got Color stage in there, you got an Unleashed stage in there for both Sonics. It's good as hell. Like, and the game is so fun. Like, it's so good. Like, the way they incorporate everything in just one game is just amazing. I wish it was a little bit longer, but it is what it is. I loved playing with the Supersonics at the end. 2 Supersonics at the same... That's so fucking cool, man. I don't care.
Any particular reason?
And then bringing them back for...
I know that that's the plan and all, but they all got sucked in at the same time, and Sonic took...
Alright, well, I can't talk over him. And bringing it back for Sonic Forces... Even better, dude. Everybody... When that game first dropped, nobody thought you were going to make a custom character for that, dude. That's why I think Sonic Forces was a good game, because they literally give you the opportunity to make a character in that world. So everybody who, like, loves the game, like, even kids that love the game, like, even myself, I loved it. I was like, yeah, fuck it, dude, I want to be a hedgehog, let's get it. I always made a hedgehog. I never made a cat or nothing like that, or a bird. No, fuck no. But it's super cool to be a character. Now, do I wish there was dialogue with your character? Yes. But, you know, you can't have everything. I mean, how long did it take 2K to get dialogue in their shit? Or Madden to get dialogue in anything they've ever done in their fucking environment, anything? Like, come on, dude. I'm just saying.
A champ. Was the vacuum
I take back that 2K comment because they had dialogue in, like,
Vector, not Sonic.
I thought I was
11.
dead, floating without a body in a black limbo. Ugh. I'm I'm gonna have nightmares for weeks.
I remember that.
Wait, you mean you were conscious during that shit? How?
Is it me? Or is that place we were just in awfully familiar?
Okay, first off, what do you mean we? Tails was clearly outside while you went through Green Hill. Second, how do you not remember Green Hill? I know it's been over 20 years, but isn't it assumed that you revisit this place a lot?
No stranger than rescuing genies in magic books or saving aliens in an interstellar...
See, that's the one thing Daddy just said that. They said nothing about Sonic and the Secret Ring. Like, that game, that's the only mention of that game. I don't think there's a stage where you... Is there a stage? What stage? Is there a stage for Sonic and... There's definitely not a stage for Sonic and the Black Knight. I know that for a fact. Because he was the only one in that universe. And there was, like, lookalikes of his friends from a different time. But was Sonic and the Secret Ring... That's the only mention. Right? I don't think there's a stage for that. I think, and that would have made the game longer. I feel like they should have did that.
Or amusement park.
Wait, the storybook series is canon too?
See what I mean? The storybook shit was canon. That's crazy. I didn't know that until I first saw this game.
Saw something over there in the distance.
I love that
Like
stage.
buildings, but they look weird.
You make it sound like it's miles away, but it's literally right next to you guys.
I'll be back soon.
I love this part.
Wow, you weren't kidding when you said soon. I thought you already left.
Yes, he did leave. You clearly saw it happen. Also, you really can't tell the fact that Sonic is a different shade of blue, shorter, and his eyes are no longer green.
You're right.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, you gotta understand, they've been through so much, like in general. I mean, yeah, okay, taller. I mean, you should have realized it, but at the same time, like, the dude's the fastest thing alive, you never know. I don't know. If it was me, I'd be like, dude, who the fuck are you?
Tails, this place is giving me deja vu all over again.
Deja vu all over again? Do you mean the first time was Green Hill? I'm sorry, it's just that it feels wrong when you put it like that.
Thank you, Sonic. Wow, you look younger every day. What's your secret?
Amy isn't trying to glomp Sonic in the scene.
Thanks, Sonic. You did a good job back there.
Pause it, but...
Hey, did you gain weight?
Knuckles is a dick to Sonic. Well, classic Sonic to be precise.
Yeah, for real, he
Thanks
was.
for the help. Not that I needed it, but it's good to have my sanctuary back.
Not that you really need it, I mean...
Yeah, I like that about this game, too. That's another thing I really liked about this game. If you beat the stage... When you beat the stage, you have an option to play it as either classic Sonic or present Sonic, or, like, future Sonic, or present Sonic, in the stage. So whoever you start the stage out with, that kind of unlocks, like, the background, stuff like that, of the map, and then you have to go in there with the other Sonic, and that unlocks the character, I think. So whoever you unlock, like, say, Knuckles, for instance, it's showing you, you get that cutscene for... Hey, stop it. You get that cutscene for Knuckles. So, like right now, you just saw the, past Sonic and present Sonic, whatever. You get what I mean. Like, you unlock it depending on what character you get, so you get different dialogue. I like that a lot.
You haven't really guarded the Master Emerald in years, and even so, there's a shrine on Angel Island that can hold the Emerald in place anyway. How come Knuckles is relatively nice to classic Sonic, telling him he did a good job, but such a dick to modern Sonic by telling him he didn't need his help, even though he clearly did?
I'm tired, I'm sorry.
I know he notices something, but has Sonic never seen his reflection before?
I love this part. I'm not gonna lie to you, I love this part.
Another Sonic? What?
To be fair, there's a new Sonic every anniversary title. Adventure 2 had Shadow and No 6 had Silver. Aren't you used to imposters by now?
Yeah, but that's not an imposter, that's classic Sonic.
You're too slow!
Isn't the Death Egg supposed to explode by now? Speaking of the Death Egg, back in my day, that bitch took like 16 hits to beat, and we had to do it with no rings. Kids these days get it too easy.
I can't believe there's two of me.
Well, technically it's just one of you from different time periods. Suddenly Classic Tails. Why is it that Classic Tails speaks in Classic Sonic?
Yeah, where did Classic Tails come from? That bitch pulled up out of nowhere. And we also... The thing is... You bring in a Classic Sonic, a Classic Tails, but there was a Classic Amy, there was a Classic Knuckles. These people, there were classic players like that. or classic characters like that. So where's classic Knuckles and classic Amy? There wasn't. I don't even think there was like a classic Shadow or nothing like that, because he was brought up in what, Adventure 1. So I don't think there's a classic one, but like, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. I didn't.
Doesn't. To my knowledge, Classic Tales never spoke, and Sonic at least had that one line in CD. Was Jaleel White that hard to get?
We're traveling through time and space!
Really? It doesn't take a genius to figure that one out.
How did this happen?
I think it's got something to do with that big thing that just kidnapped Eggman.
How do any
Yeah,
of
how
you know
did you
that
know
Eggman
about
was
that?
kidnapped? Classic Sonic was the only one there. He just got back from the fight, and even then he can't talk. He wouldn't have been able to tell any of you what just happened. Classic Tales was chilling with his modern self.
That's facts. Holy shit. That little fuck. Dude, I love this game, I don't care. That's City Escape. I loved
Okay,
playing
and
City
that
Escape.
did. Classic Sonic, Classic Tails, Classic Eggman, Classic Metal Sonic, but no Classic Amy or Classic Knuckles. Why? Wait, this is
Exactly.
the start of Speedway Bad Future. Does this mean that canonically Sonic fucks up?
Thanks, Sonic. Hey, is it me, or did you get a new haircut?
Kramer, who is 2 years younger than Tails and probably has half his intellect, is able to tell the difference between Sonic's classic and modern right away.
Thanks, Big Blue. That's the first time I've ever been stolen.
Big Blue? Oh, come on, don't tell me Chronicles is canon too. Now that I think about it. Any particular reason you gave Sonic that nickname, Rouge? Is there, something you guys aren't telling us?
Come on, man.
So I think we've pieced together more of what's happening, and it's not good.
Really? I don't see how you could have possibly thought it was.
I'm gonna be biased. I love this game. Yeah, why does that happen?
Again, what's the point of that?
Yeah,
I
I
guess we
never
have to
got
run
that.
like there's no tomorrow, or there won't be a tomorrow.
Technically, there isn't even a today. I mean, you guys are clearly in a dimension that transcends space and time, so,
Look at City Escape. SBO.
I get why Rouge can do that. She is a bat after all. But how are you doing that? You're a chameleon. Or is it because you're a ninja? I've seen ninjas do some shit, but never defy gravity. Unless, of course, you're Sly Cooper. Did you read the Thievius Raccoonist too?
I was like Cooper too.
You're doing great.
Whoa! Wait, shouldn't that have ripped apart the space-time continuum or something?
You mean you're doing great Sonics?
Well, in all fairness, they're still the same guy. Your doing great Sonic could apply to both since they're one and the same. Plus, who's to say one isn't doing better than the other?
What's the
That
point
monster
of that?
sure didn't like that emerald. Those things have come in handy in the past.
Come in handy? You say that like, yeah, it's nice to have them. Need I remind you that
Yeah.
ever since Sonic Adventure, and technically Sonic 3, you've needed those things? Sure, not in colors, but saying that they've come in handy is the understatement of the century.
That's true. That's true. You would have never beaten Chaos if you didn't have those emeralds. That's one of the main things. You would have died on a spot. The whole premise is like to collect the emeralds and be supersonic and help you a
And I
lot.
bet you double we're gonna
The
need
colors
all
you needed them too,
7
I'm pretty
emeralds.
sure.
Again, Tails is cheating. When have you ever not needed all 7? You didn't even need them in the classic games, but that fat bastard still laughed at you if you didn't get them all in the end.
An adventure's no fun if it's too easy.
Sonic 06 and Secret Rings would like to have a word with you.
Facts, dude. Oh my god. I'm telling you right now, bro. Sonic 06 was the... Oh my god. Sonic 06 was so bad, dude. Like I was watching the Sonic 06 thing. Bro, it's like an hour long. That's how many bad things are wrong with that game. The loading screens are too long. Dude, to get into the main hub of the town and then to go to another location, it's a loading screen. When you're doing a mission in the main hub town for a person... Loading screen, they talk to you. Loading screen, you do the mission. Loading screen, what gives you your rank and how well you did. Loading screen, and then back to the guy. Loading screen, and then you're back in the hub. It's insane. A guy did it, and he said there was like 400 and something loading screens in that entire game. That is way too much. There is no need for all that shit, bro. It's insane. Sonic 06 is so bad. Did I ever play Secret Ring? I played Black Knight, but I don't think I played Secret. No, I didn't play Secret Ring. I played both. Secret Ring was okay. I mean, it was bad, but like it wasn't as bad as
Exactly why are you
06,
here
man.
and why are we
Or
fighting?
even
Couldn't you just give me the damn 4th Chaos Emerald?
or even
We are friends, right?
Sonic.
Thanks, Sonic.
You know, I got a hunch someone or something is controlling that monster.
I know that you're like the best detective ever, but you've been trapped in limbo for quite a while. How could you ever figure that out?
That was very scary, but being with you makes it all better. Yeah! Hey, you look different.
Even classic Sonic doesn't like Charmy. I mean, I guess having to hear that you look different from a bunch of people you don't even know
I don't
yet
really like
does
Charmy
get annoying
either.
after a while.
Charmy's one of those
I
annoying
was
characters
scared
that I don't
because
really
somebody took
fuck
me,
with.
but now I'm free! I'm a free bee! Free bee! Free bee! Whee!
And to this day, modern Sonic still thinks he's annoying. Okay, what the fuck? Sonic 06 never happened. And even if it did happen, this fight never did. Silver and Sonic were never in Crisis City at the same time. What, even Sonic Team knew that the Soliano fight was shitty? Even so, why are we fighting?
I can't believe this. I was
Yeah.
supposed to beat you this time.
That was... The Sonic 06 ending was so bullshit. Like, none of it ever happened. Like, dude, for one, how do you go from... Because, dude, you know damn well, I don't even know if there was gameplay footage of the game in, like, the trailers, because I wasn't... I didn't really... I wasn't into Sonic like that. I played Sonic 06 probably, like, 5 years after, but I was just starting to get into Sonic, so, like, you know, you see the cutscenes and you're like, dude, this game looks beautiful. Like, how do people hate this game? Then you go in to play it. The gameplay is terrible. The character models look terrible. The characters, Sonic characters, move like humans. The humans move like SCP containment breach characters. Like, it's just like, what is wrong with you, dude? How could the game be so bad? And it looks so beautiful. The ending cutscene is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Sonic looks so good in that game, too. And cutscene-wise, the game's really good. Everything else-wise, the game's dog shit. But the ending was so... For one, this bitch kisses a dead animal. Two, dude, there were so many, like... For one, you have the scepter that literally is holding Iblis, or whatever his name is, and you leave it in the past with that bitch. Take it with you. Why would you leave it in the past? And then there's another thing. I remember it clearly because I got so mad over it and so, like, annoyed with it. In Silver's cutscene, he leaves Alicia, or whatever her fucking name is, with the Chaos Emerald. But in Shadow's cutscene, he has it in his hands and he jumps out. Like, dog, what? Dude, the game makes no sense. And it's just like everything's just jumped around. It's so annoying. Everything's just, like, moved around for that, like, specific thing. And it's not like Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom, they don't take any of this extra shit out. They leave it in the game. It's pre-rendered. Sonic Boom is a different whole story. It's like a whole different story. Sonic Boom was... I don't even know, man. Sonic 06 was bad, but Sonic Boom probably tops it. Like, just because the character models look better doesn't mean shit, dude. Like Sonic 06 had really nice cutscenes. Sonic Boom literally had nothing good about it. Nothing at all. The story didn't make any sense. The cutscenes were ridiculous and things were moved around so it worked for that shot. It's like... Dude, how do you even do that? You know, like, how do you mess up that bad on a video game that people love? You know what I mean? Like, how do you do that? It's just so bad. It's just so bad. And this is why games like Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations and even Sonic Unleashed, if you played it on the PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360, if you play these games on the Wii, honestly, like, honest opinion, they suck ass. Especially Sonic Unleashed. Sonic Unleashed's downfall is the werewolf, the werewolf scenes, or the werehog scenes with Sonic, where he's the werehog. That's what brings the game down. But everything else, like the daytime stuff that you're with Sonic regular Sonic and stuff like that, it's really good. And then Colors was just a perfect game. I love Colors. Same thing with Generations. The only thing with Generations is just too short. Some things didn't make sense, but like especially bringing up the rings, Sonic and the secret rings, and then like the storybooks I thought weren't canon, but they just made them canon in this. Sonic Generations has some stuff I didn't like, but like is my favorite Sonic game by far. Like, I love this game. You also have Sonic and Lost World. You have the other one too, like all the adventure ones, Sonic CD. Like there's a bunch of Sonic games you could play, and you'd be like, "Wow, this game's like my favorite game." I don't think anybody really has their favorite game as Sonic Adventure. I like it just because it's stupid bad. Like it's stupid funny bad. It's like funny bad. Like you see their mouths go all crazy. But when you think about it, like Sonic really came a long ass way, dude. Like honestly, Sonic came a long ass way from what it was to now. And I think the latest installment was Sonic Forces. I think that game was fine. I think it was alright. It's not something that blows me away like Sonic Colors did. Or Generations didn't really blow me away. Sonic Colors is probably... It did blow me away. Like, Sonic Generations is my favorite game mostly for this nostalgia, because I played most of the Sonic games, and, you know, I obviously wasn't born in, like, 19-something. Like, I was born in 2001. But that doesn't mean that I didn't grow up playing old games. Granted, I grew up playing PlayStation 3 mostly, but Sonic Generations and Sonic Colors and all that came out during that time. So I did grow up with Sonic playing those games. But I did have an old Sega. What was it? I don't think it was the Dreamcast, was it? I don't know. I had an old system that could play the old Sonic games, and then I had a system that could play. I think it was the same system that could play CD. I don't know. There was I think it was it Dreamcast that could play Sonic, the original Sonic? I think it was, or just Sega. I don't fucking know, man. I know I did have a Dreamcast at one point, but I don't know if that was Sonic or not. But anyway, you can play the original Sonics on the PlayStation 3 anyway, and I didn't buy those because I had it on that system. But I did buy Sonic and Knuckles on there because I don't think I had Sonic and Knuckles. What was it? Oh, no. I didn't have the system. I know what I had. I had the Genesis thing. Because they came out with a whole thing with all the Genesis games on it on PlayStation 3, and you could buy that either as a disc or like digital, and I bought it digital. So I had like all the Sonic games, like classic Sonic games. I think it was... No, Contra wasn't Genesis, was it? I don't know. I had a bunch of Sonic games, and I had a bunch of just Sega games in general on there, and Genesis games in general. It was so good. It was fucking awesome. I think it was called Sonic Genesis or something like that. I don't know, but it was super cool. So I mean, I loved it a lot. So.
Well, maybe if you'd used the strategy you used last time, you would have.
What's Eggman even doing here? I thought you said he'd been kidnapped by that big weird thing that sent us all to this place.
Okay, first I doubt Classic Sonic said shit to any of you. Second, are you serious? None of you have figured out that the Death Egg robot was being controlled by Classic Eggman?
See? He was kidnapped.
Huh, so Tails was a cheating little bastard ever since he was younger. Saying he was kidnapped after we all just saw him get kidnapped is a definite cheat.
You're not in a position to demand anything, you nasty little pincushion.
Eggman! But how?
Yeah, how? You trying to control a force beyond your ken never works.
Dr. Robotnik!
Facts.
Nobody calls me that anymore.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Also, not a sin, but can someone please tell me what this dialogue is in Japanese? Because he was always called Dr. Eggman in Japan, and this was written by people here in the West, so that joke wouldn't really work in Japan. Speaking of which, doesn't this mean that he accepted the name Eggman far before Adventure 2? This would probably screw up a bunch of things in the timeline.
It will be my pleasure, most excellent and efficacious Dr. Eggman of the past. After my most recent setback, I stumbled upon the primordial form
What was
of
his
this
most recent
unique
setback
creation,
before this?
which
It was
I
Colors,
discovered
right?
had amazing abilities even I have never been able to master. It could
there's a
erase
reason for that.
time and space.
You just stumbled upon the baby form of a creature able to contort space and time at will after being abandoned in space? Time Eater Ex Machina if I've ever seen one.
To undo my previous defeats.
Leading Orbot and Cubot in the vast reaches of space. Eggman is addicted to his own creations.
I needed the help of somebody as smart as I am. The only person that smart is me.
This is something that has never made sense to me in time travel stories when you team up with your own self. Meeting yourself doesn't mean twice the brain. On the contrary, you're meeting up with someone who knows less than you yourself do. How is that at all useful?
That's true.
I love this crazy laugh, but what on earth do you think Mike Pollock's direction was? Yeah, Mike, in this scene, Eggman lets out a crazy laugh, so start out normal and then go batshit insane.
We'll see who's crazy after I destroy both Sonics.
They don't have to destroy both Sonics, just classic Sonic. If they kill classic Sonic, modern Sonic has no reason to exist.
That's
With
true.
300 IQ, I don't understand how neither of them thought of it.
There's also like things that, I'm not even gonna get into it. There's like so many different things that happen with timelines and shit like that. Where like let me say, like, there's so many things that happen in different types of movies and stuff like that where the timeline is different. Like so say you go back in time and you stop this thing from happening. When you go back to your time, that's just a different timeline now. So that doesn't change anything in your timeline. It just changes that timeline's outcome. So say like the Family Guy episode where they went back in time and Brian ended up stopping 9/11. In the instance that I'm talking about, they go back to their time and it's just a different timeline. It's like a branch off of reality. So, or not a branch off of reality, it's a branch off of a timeline, so it just creates a different branch. You know what I mean? Like, your timeline's here, then that branch where that never happened or somebody stopped it is right there, and then there's like another one going this way where it happened, but just different things along the way happened instead. Like Barack Obama was never elected or something like that, you know? Like, or they never killed him, or they never, you know, all this shit never happened, you know? That's one of those things that happen where this is your main timeline, right? This is a branch off, this is a branch off. So those are different outcomes of your timeline. But if you continue on your own timeline, then it stays the same, but you just created a branch. That's all you did. And the only way to return to that branch is like some crazy shit. I don't remember what that was. That's not some Back to the Future shit either. Back to the Future was like, was it straight to the point? Yeah, you go back in time, you change something, and then the future changes. Like, I think so. I don't know, man. But that branch off thing is confusing as shit, dude. I was trying to, like, go through that. It was so fucking confusing. I was like, what the shit is going on? Alright, so I'm going to end this episode here, man. Honestly, you already know how Sonic Generations goes. Like, the sin counter is probably... Let's see the sin counter. What's the sin counter at? We'll look at the 88. Total sins are 88. Stuck inside a black limbo. That's the sentence. But this total tally for the sin counter is 88. So that's it. Honestly, I probably wasn't gonna watch the whole video anyway. But and this video gave me so many problems to make in general anyway. I have so many different parts that I have to connect and do all that stupid shit. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of me reacting to shit. And if you guys did, make sure to slap that like button, subscribe, and put on post notifications so you're notified every single time I upload and or stream. And I'll see you guys in the next video.